It's FX Pip Collector here. Today is Wednesday, April 17th, and I'm going to be analyzing the pound US dollar starting on the monthly, working my way down to the 1 hour time frame for the full top down analysis. So on the pound dollar monthly, I still think this move down is likely to make a higher low. I still think this is part of a 1, a 2, and I think we're still in subdivisions of a wave 3, which I still think is most likely going to eventually go up and take out these highs before we do get that bigger push to the downside. So let's take it down to the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, I still think this looks like a wave 1. I still think this middle section is a running flat wave 2. If that's true, then that means that this is a 1 of 3, this is a 2 of 3, and eventually I do still think it is going to go up and make that 3, 4, and 5, just like I was showing on the higher time frames. So taking it down to the daily, pretty obvious that this price has been going down for the last several weeks. I still think this is 5 waves up, wave 1. I still think it looks like a leading diagonal wave A. I think it looks like 3 waves up, wave B, and I think this is a downtrend for the wave C. We do have a bounce at the 50%, but I'm not really convinced that this is actually over. I think it's more likely that it needs to make a 3, 4, 5 with a breaker structure before it even remotely turns into an uptrend. Most likely this move up right here is just going to be a crescent like a wave 4 and a wave 5. Now I think it's a wave 2, and guess what? If it just keeps on trending down and I'm wrong about this being a wave 2, I'm definitely looking for shorts on shorter time frames. So if I am wrong about this being a wave 2, if anything, I'll just make more money being wrong about my Elliot wave count. So going down to the 4 hour time frame. Now short time frame traders, I do think that there probably is going to be some longs over the next couple of days. I personally am not looking for longs. Like I said on the daily, I'm looking for shorts. I think this is going to be a wave 4, and I think it's going to go down and make a wave 5. Now if this isn't a wave 5 and it just keeps on going down, I'm just going to continue to look for shorts every single chance I get for the continuation of the downtrend. On the other hand, if it does continue to respect this 50% level and then go up and break structure after making the 3, 4, 5 shape, that's what's going to turn me into a buyer. I am not going to be a buyer in any significant way until I see this shape right here on at least a 4 hour time frame and up. Now, taking it right down to the 1 hour time frame. Like I said, if anybody is trading the shorter time frames, there probably is going to be some pretty decent little long opportunities. But I still think that this is going to be a corrective wave 4, and I still think it's likely to go down for a wave 5. Or maybe this is just a subdivision of a much larger downtrend. Either way, I don't really care if it's a subdivision of a larger downtrend or if it's the 3, 4, 5 of wave C, which means that it could be getting close to being over. Because either scenario, I will definitely continue to look for shorts every chance I get on these shorter time frames until the higher time frames, the 4 hour time frame and up, give me a reason to think otherwise, which I showed you on the 4 hour time frame what my reason to think otherwise would be. So don't forget to join my free Discord channel, link down here below, and don't forget to check out my membership program that gives you access to the daily live trading sessions and access to the swing trade setups at my website, fxpipcollector.com. As always, thank you and happy trading.